I'm moving on a little bit. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for tuning in to Speechless, The Daily Show. But is Jason Aldean's new song racist or patriotic? Is Jason Aldean's new song racist or patriotic? Well, this has obviously been a story that I've been covering. Jason Aldean's new song. Let's try that in a small town. I'm going to let you guys in on just the chorus so we can just get a quick refresher of this song.
We'll try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town.
I also recommend you don't try that in a small town, but obviously a lot of people are taking issue with this song. It has made headlines all across the nation in the fact that it's been claimed that it's racist. The libs are still getting triggered. Yes, they are, and they're taking to TikTok, the popular app, to try to slam Jason even more. And so I got a video, a few different TikToks I'd like to react to. So let's take a look, and here's one from this dude who is obviously just very, very unhappy with Jason, keeps calling him a racist, and let's try to debunk a little bit about what he has to say. So let's watch here.
I'll be the first to say it. Country music is trash and has always been.
Okay, well, he already is just being an idiot. He's just saying country music is trash, meaning that he wouldn't like this song even if it wasn't controversial, because he believes country music has always been trash. So you're starting off on a premise that makes me not believe anything you're about to say, but don't worry, there's more.
Trash, and Jason Aldean just proved that. If you haven't heard his new song or haven't heard the controversy, don't listen to it. I'm just here to tell you about it and bash the living shit out of it. Title of the song is Try That in a Small Town. Oh, really? Let's look at these lyrics real quick, shall we? Cuss out a cop, spit on his face, stop on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. I will try that shit in any town.
Do it, because you'll get arrested. Because here's the thing. If you spit in a cop's face, that is legally battery, well, assault and battery. So try it. You'll get, at a minimum, I mean, even if the things that Jason describes in the song don't happen, you'll get arrested, because that's assault and battery of a police officer. But okay, try that. See what happens.
And good old boys, racists like Jason Aldean.
Racist doesn't, and we'll keep watching so we can prove my claim here, right? Claims Jason is a racist, doesn't give any reason as to why Jason is apparently a racist.
But you ain't gonna do nothing. This song is literally about sundown town. It is the purest form of racism. And trust me, Jason Aldean ain't the only one that's thinking like this. He's just putting it on paper and letting you know that this is who I am. Most of these good old boys are just like that. Jason Aldean's fucking ashamed of himself. What do y'all think of this? Comment below, let me know, and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
I'm not going to subscribe to his YouTube channel, but this guy starts off his video saying, I hate country music, but let me review this country song. I'm sorry, but if you start off saying country music is trash and it's always been trash, I'm not going to really trust your opinion on country music. So sure, try to frame it as, oh my God, it's a sundown town, it's so bad, Jason Aldean's a hardened racist. But you read the lyrics in the video. Not one mention of race. Not one mention of saying I'm going to go after a person of a certain race or I'm going to discriminate on a certain basis of race. No, simply says, if you mess with people in my town, if you mess with our law enforcement, the people I love, the people I care about, see what happens. F around and find out. But okay, that's the first one. That one I just think was a funny guy that obviously was super unreasonably triggered about a song that he wouldn't have listened to anyways because he doesn't like country music. But here's one that I find really interesting. Here's the next one from a guy named Danny Collins. This one's kind of actually making, this video that he made is actually making some headlines because he did some digging and seems to have found the smoking gun. He found the smoking gun, everybody. Jason Aldean is an ardent racist, according to this former minor league baseball player, Danny, because of the smoking gun that he found in a promo video for the song. Let's take a look.
Now, we just listened to that little clip of this song, and it's on Jason Aldean's TikTok page with this newspaper article right here. And you see this right here.
So watch this. Watch how far he goes to try to prove that Jason is an ardent racist. Watch how far he goes.
Here, and I'm going to zoom in for you in a second. We zoom in right here. You see it says NAACP, the Republican Party. Down in the bottom right, it says time, the weekly. It looks like the date says May 21st. And after we do a little digging, we find the article. It's the Pedal Paper in Pedal, Mississippi. And here we have the NAACP, the Republican Party, like we saw. Right here, you have the date, the weekly, the May 21st time. Now, what could it possibly say? It looks like it's a letter to the editor, Mr. P.D. East. Dear Mr. East, as a public relations consultant to the NAACP, I get to see many newspapers from across the country, but never have I seen anything that startled me as much as the March 15th issue of the Pedal Paper with its incredible ridiculing of the White Citizens Council crowd. Well, who exactly was P.D. East, may we ask? He was an American journalist who founded and edited the Pedal, Mississippi's weekly newspaper, the Pedal Paper. He's known for his use of satire to criticize white supremacy in Jim Crow-era Mississippi. And according to this article, he was ostracized from the community, he was spat on, he was threatened with violence, his newspaper lost all its subscriptions. And why would this happen to Mr. P.D. East? Because he tried that in a small town. He challenged the Southern racist establishment. But let Jason Aldean tell it, and everybody that's supporting this song has nothing to do with race.
Okay, so there's a few things with this. Okay, so he even does the own research and goes into the Pedal Paper. I did some research on the Pedal Paper, the one that's mentioned here. But first off, okay, so it's already been established from the very beginning of this video that Jason at his production company, the one that created the video, had to take down videos of the BLM stuff because they didn't follow protocol on sending in the lyrics and copyright and everything like that. So they already had mismanagement of production there. Look, I love this song, but I'm going to kind of criticize the production team a little bit here. Not because they're ardent racists or anything like that, because they just obviously were a little lazy. And that's what it seems like happened with this newspaper thing. I don't believe that they found this specific newspaper clipping that had to do with white supremacy and people and some racist people back in the 1950s of Mississippi. I don't think that they sought out this specific article in this specific newspaper. I'm willing to bet they probably did a Google search of old small town newspaper. And then they edited it up and made it look cool for this promo video. But lefties have to nitpick every little thing to try to find the racism because they're searching for the racism. A lot of people call this a dog whistle. They claim that there's racist dog whistles. Okay, well, here's the thing. You want to know what a dog whistle does? What a dog whistle does is it plays a noise that only dogs can hear to call them. So if you're claiming that there's racist dog whistles and you're hearing racism and they're dog whistles that are only for racists and you're the only one hearing them, who's the racist? Jason Aldean or the person hearing the racist dog whistle? Just saying. But let's assume that this Danny guy's got a point. That this Danny's guy's got a point that the production team, they chose, or Jason Aldean himself chose this newspaper article to be in this promo video. Well, I looked into the Pedal Paper and he even discounts his own argument in this video. Danny, he says, or in the Pedal Paper, is a satirical newspaper that was created by Percy Dale East to criticize white supremacy. And it's included in this song. He was going against, yes, back in the 50s, people all across the country were actually ardent racists. And you want to know who they were? You want to hear? Everybody guess. Who were the ardent racists back in the mid 1900s? Was it Republicans? Oh, no. Well, I'm sure there were some. But the party of the KKK, the party of white supremacy, the party of Margaret Sanger, the person who wanted to delete black people through means of Planned Parenthood, founder of Planned Parenthood, Democrats. Oh my God. Everybody, Everybody, who knew? Who knew? It's Democrats. Democrats were the ardent racists. Democrats. And so Percy Dale East, the person whose newspaper is included in this video, fought against the racist Democrat establishment. And yeah, he's going to publish a letter to the editor because to him it was funny. It was, oh my God, look at this idiot who's a white supremacist getting mad about my satirical newspaper. It's like when somebody posts a Babylon Bee article and gets mad about it. You repost that because it's funny, because it's satire. It's making fun of the people, and they don't even know it, of the white supremacists. He was making fun of them. And so this guy's like, oh my God, Jason Aldean's a racist because he put this newspaper article, the satire newspaper, making fun of racists. Okay. No, Danny, you don't even understand. You don't even understand. So going back to the original question, because people like this have made it about the courthouse behind Jason in the video. People have made it about this newspaper clipping in this brief, blurred out newspaper clipping in a promo video. All this different stuff claiming in the BLM videos, claiming it's all racist. Is it racist or patriotic? That's the question. Well, I'm going to tell you 100% this song is patriotic. Take out the courthouse in the background, the promo video in newspaper clipping, the BLM protest videos. Take it all out of the equation. Everything the left has nitpicked and come after, take it all out of the equation. Pretend it's not there. All of the stuff that, and to be fair, all of this stuff, the newspaper clipping, the BLM videos, all of it, some of it I see as good. I mean, if you're exposing criminal behavior and you're making a song that says don't commit crime, like I see that as good. Or at a minimum, it's inconsequential, like the newspaper clippings. Inconsequential. What do you have? If you take all that out, what do you have? You have a song that's about community. And that's something that's lost among my generation a lot. And in our urban areas, especially. A song that values working together, taking care of one another, and treating others as they want to be treated. He says, don't come to my small town and mess with the people that I love, or else I am going to protect the people that I love. Do you really see that in my generation anymore? In my generation, just in urban areas, not even just my generation, in our urban areas. Could you go and ask your neighbor for a cup of sugar without being questioned about it? No. And not once did Jason insinuate going after somebody simply for existing. People try to call it a lynching video. No, never once did he go after somebody for existing. No, what he says is if you threaten those that I love, I will not hesitate to protect them. But the left doesn't like that kind of message. They believe in I'll do whatever I want all the time, and I want and expect you to follow along with it and cater to what I want. That's what they ask for. They have a divisive way of thought. They ignore the golden rule, the biblical rule of treat others how you want to be treated. They don't like that. They don't like that kind of ideology because they want to sow division. They hear the racist dog whistles. Conservatives didn't. Conservatives heard what this song is really about. Community. Jason's song is about what America is supposed to be. Community. About caring for one another. Again, treat others the way you want to be treated. People bash this song for its domestic implications of crime in urban areas. Well, let's think back a little bit. A lot of country music is actually about defending yourself and defending against a certain threat. In Jason's case, it's domestic crime that's happening in your city, in your small town, whatever. But let's think back about to the early 2000s. There's a song, it's called Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. It's by Toby Keith. And this song really isn't that much different from Try That in a Small Town. In a post 9/11 America, Toby Keith wrote these lyrics, and I'm quoting it here. Now, this nation that I love has fallen under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we could see clearly through our big black eye, man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. So what does this mean? What do those lyrics mean? Man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July after getting a black eye. What does that mean? It means defend our homeland against those who threaten it. And that's the same thing as Try That in a Small Town. Why is Jason's song so much more controversial? Well, it's because the large threat that we're facing, when Toby Keith was writing that song, America was unified against the large threat of foreign terrorism. The large threat America is facing today, at least in accordance with Jason's song, is more of a domestic terrorism. Our threat is domestic, he says. As Jason points out, lawlessness from domestic terrorists, like the Antifa riots that we had that also included BLM back in 2020. That lawlessness of people that throw violent hissy fits when things don't go their way, that's the domestic threat. And then it's even perpetuated by the mainstream media that calls those protests mostly peaceful. Riots, mostly peaceful. Because they are complicit in the destruction. So is Jason Aldean's song racist or patriotic? It is absolutely patriotic. Compare it with what is known as a patriotic classic, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, and they are practically, in terms of message, the same song. It is Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town is 100% patriotic. It is the modern day courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, and every red-blooded, God-fearing, patriotic American should have it on their playlist, no matter what their race is, because the song is not racist, because it calls out crime and advocates for community, which is not a racial divide. People of all races commit and condemn crime, and people of all races should, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't, love community and love building community. Jason Aldean's song is 100% patriotic. Thank you, everybody. That's all I got for today, but thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Subscribe to my channel. That's what I meant. Everybody like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment. What do you think? Racist, patriotic when it comes to Jason Aldean's song. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I got to get out of here, but don't forget to, again, subscribe and ring that notification bell. Put it to all so you don't miss a single day of Speechless, The Daily Show.